Hi guys, good evening everyone. Welcome to Boss Economics TV. Yeah, I'm here again to give you another gist. Please, those of you who don't know me, I am Boss Economics TV. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please, what are you waiting for? You see that red button? Please click on it and subscribe to my channel. May God bless you. Please kindly share the video, leave your comment below what you think about this video. This video is all about Endsars. Please try and watch it because I made a video. Yes, people don't believe that our mothers over at home have taken over Endsars just because of the police. They wrote that they should stop the panel. Please leave your comment, guys. Thank you so much for watching. God Almighty bless you till we meet again in another video.
In
Bye.
Nigeria, the Endsars protest, which gripped the country for about 2 weeks in October, has resumed in Lagos State. On Thursday, a group of elderly women and middle-aged men brandishing placards with various inscriptions marched in the streets of Lagos chanting Endsars, as seen in this now viral video. Let's take a look. See, there have been apprehension with these protests resuming in Lagos for, over a month now. And now we can see that these are not the Nigerian youth taking over. It's our mothers and our fathers saying enough is enough, despite the police threat that they should resist the Endsars protest.
I was actually going to talk about that police threat, and I'm glad to see that they had this protest and they were not attacked, like we unfortunately witnessed with the first Endsars protest part 1. I guess this is now part 2. The police had issued a stern warning that such protests will not be tolerated. But this has happened and it appears to have gone smoothly. But it just goes to show a lot of the problems, a lot of the agitation still is relevant. The issues have not been resolved. The judicial panel, we're glad to see, is ongoing, and we do hope that justice is served. That'll be in 6 months' time. But the issues are still, there's an undercurrent still of tension in this country. It just goes to show that.
Given the recent massacre that just happened in Borno State, I believe it's one of the reasons why they're like, it's enough. We have to support this movement. Dr. Abati.
Well, after, as Tundu pointed out, after the October 20 incident in Lagos and the aftermath, including the setting up of the judicial panels of inquiry, the police in Lagos, speaking through the police spokespersons, in fact, issued a statement that in Lagos State, any kind of protest will no longer be tolerated.
Yes.
Whether it is peaceful or violent or any gathering whatsoever. That was how that statement was phrased. And we had protested at the time that, look, this will amount to a violation of the fundamental human rights of persons, because the right to protest is a constitutional right. Section 40 gives you the right to freedom of assembly and association. Section 39 grants you the right to freedom of expression. And then you also have the freedom of liberty under Section 31. So the state cannot say you cannot protest because it is a fundamental right. After the Lagos State government, there was also the statement from the very top, from the Inspector General of Police, also saying that the Nigeria police will not tolerate any kind of, protest in any part of Nigeria that may look like a hashtag Endsars. But of course, that again was strongly criticized. And there was a youth movement, a group called Youth Rights Movement, with some other groups, who were saying that, well, it will be only a matter of time before the Endsars protest will resume, because they do not see any concrete indication that the federal government was serious about the 5 for 5 demands. So around yesterday afternoon, some people tweeted this particular incident, which was around Yaba in Lagos here. on Twitter. At first, I thought, could this be a Nollywood recording? Because I thought, there's been a lot of creativity around the Endsars. Painters have been coming up with creativity, creative images, Nollywood, musicians. So musicians have even waxed record songs around the Endsars. But I looked closely at it and I said, well, this looks like a group of mothers and young men, and the mothers are saying, look, we're defending the interests, we're fighting, we're protesting for our children. And I think it is just as well that the police did not misbehave yesterday, because if there had been an attempt to put that procession down, then, of course, it will have escalated tension within the community. More so, as the police are taking the unwise and the provocative step of, filing a case at the Federal High Court in Abuja to say that the judicial panels of inquiry that are sitting are unconstitutional, illegal, and null and void. But I hope that, of course, this will be a wake-up call for government to realize that the agitation within the minds of our people, is still there, and that the long-term issues of governance and of police brutality will need to be addressed. And let us commend those state governments that have been showing empathy, concern, providing support for the families of slain policemen. In Lagos State, Governor Sanwo-Olu this week handed over a check of 10 million each to 6 families whose breadwinners were slain. And other state governors should follow that example. And we hope that the various judicial panels of inquiry in the 31 states where they exist will ensure that justice is done, so that policemen will also see that this is not just about police brutality, but it's also concretely about their own interests and the survival of their own families as well.
Yes. Rufai, what's your take? What do you make of the protests that happened yesterday?
Protest is the sound of democracy. We can't rule that out. Protests give us the independence we're enjoying today that we can govern ourselves with. Protests give us a lot. And if we're in a democracy, we must be able to protest, but the caveat is peacefully, and it has to be stated. Our president led the way. He protested.
Yes.
He protested. There was tear gas used. He took the case to court. Femi Falana took the case to court and even got an injunction that you don't even need to get a police permit before you protest. That's what democracy should be about. The caveat is we have to do it peacefully. People have a right to protest. When you look at things that are happening around the world, people protest. I look forward to a day that the president of Nigeria will join in a protest against pertinent issues that concern all of us. I remember when the terrorist attack happened in France. François Hollande then led other leaders in Europe. They all went on the street. They had a 1 million man rally about what was happening, the insecurity in France. And I remember that incident very well because that incident coincided with the Baga massacre. So look at the reaction. Terrorist attack, the president of France led other people. Manuel Valls was the prime minister then, and other European leaders, and they protested, they went back, they said it was a show of force. With the French citizens, they held hands together. Protest is the voice of democracy. You remember Selma in Alabama? It was a protest march. Till date, most American presidents still reenact that. They go to Selma, all hands, with the likes of, what's his name that died now? John Brown. I forget his surname now. The House of Rep member that died recently. The prominent one in America. Yeah. They hold hands in Selma. They reenact that movement and they protest. So it is a show of. So nobody is here to harm anybody. It's sad that hoodlums hijacked that one, but it doesn't stop us from protesting. It's our right. Those women are protesting for the lives of their children. And it's indicative. Dr. Abati said it recently. See what happened yesterday. Now the police has come to deny it. The IG said, no, he didn't send him a message. But I want to ask, in this Nigeria, that we are very power-drunk and hierarchical, you want to tell me that the IG didn't know about it?
Well, that's what he says. And
when they took a case to court, in this Nigeria that we are very hierarchical. Yes, he didn't know about it. Just like we are shocked. The presidency too is surprised and shocked about it.
All right. We'll take another story. In the wake of the Endsars protest, several videos have surfaced online showing security personnel